outline the implementation process, examine the concepts of application, identifying the emerging trends and developments in the CRM system, followed by the ERP implementation. So it starts with the life cycle, the strategy, process, selection, consulting, and the employee involvement. So when you're going to prepare a flow chart, the stages that are involved in the ERP, each and everything is going to be explained to you. So this is going to be quite interesting for each one of us to understand today. Good morning and welcome to the introductory session on ERP and CRM 5th semester BBA, where we're going to talk about the syllabus. We are going to know more about the subject and how we are going to go through this particular semester. So what's the agenda for today? We're going to learn about the syllabus, the learning outcomes, the units, the internals, and not to forget the exam pattern. So this is a very, very easy paper. This is rather an elective paper that has been specifically designed for the BBA students to understand more about CRM and ERP, which is an upcoming technology. And of course, it's making a lot of sense to the organizations today. Now, what's the syllabus that we have? We've just got 4 modules here. Module number 1, starting with ERP and BPR. Module number 2, we're going to talk about ERP implementation. Module number 3, customer relationship management. And module number 4, CRM application. Let's go a deep dive. Before that, let's understand what's the outcome of this course. Explain the basic concepts of CRM and its role in business organization. Functional modules of ERP, outline the implementation process, examine the concepts of application, identifying the emerging trends and developments in the CRM system. Now, even before the AI came into picture and started shaking the IT industry, rather the entire corporate outlook, I would say that ERP and CRM were the forefathers of automation. In fact, ERP laid down the foundation for how automation can transform the business. So today, when you look into ERP, it is not just a system, but it is more about how to rebuild the process, how to make it better. So having said that, so let's get into what is ERP and BPR. So we're going to learn about the meaning, definition, the risk factors, the growth of the ERP, the functional architectures and modules. Now, in this, we would be concentrating mainly on sales and distribution, human resource, finance, production, material management, human resources. All those factors are going to come into it. So this is not going to be something very easy, but at the same time, this is definitely going to be very interesting, because this module will make you understand how important it is for organizations today to learn the basics of enterprise resource planning, followed by the ERP implementation. So it starts with the life cycle, the strategy, process, selection, consulting, and the employee involvement. The most interesting factor that we are going to talk about is the integration that has happened between ERP and CRM, this entire cycle which has been going on all together, and how the customization has been taking place. So everywhere, ERP has created a visual effect, an effect which is unbelievable in nature, and that's very important for each one of us to learn and take it forward. Now, customer relationship management, where we're going to talk about ERP and CRM, evolution from transaction marketing relationship, the types of CRM that we are talking about, operational, analytical, conceptual overview. And CRM is very, very important because it talks about the entire force, and including Zoho, which is an Indian launch startup by Sridhar Vembu. We are also going to talk about this and how CRM has made a whole lot of difference to people out there. Now, when I say CRM, it's not just about a software that will talk to the customer, but it is more about understanding the customer from all perspectives. So CRM is an important concept. Rather, it's the bridge that's going to connect the future customers to the organization, meeting their expectations and delivering an on-time performance for whichever area, the sectors that we are looking into. So CRM is a very, very promising tool that's going to keep the companies moving forward. With that, the CRM applications that we're going to talk about: campaign management basics, Salesforce automation, lead management, B2B and B2C, social media integration, retention, and CRM, the trends also. All these things will matter a lot. Why? Because these things will be the core factors as we are talking about in terms of the customer relationship management. Now, if you look into a retail shop, all those things are being now applied. If you look into organization, service sector, CRM has become a major force that is transforming the business. Followed by the skill development. Now, ERP and CRM, the best part of the story is they are a skill-based score. So you can understand the practical application of CRM when you're going to apply it as a project. We're going to do it like a project, like a Viva. We're going to identify, understand how organizations are changing and how things are actually making a difference here. So when you're going to prepare a flow chart, the stages that are involved in the ERP, each and everything is going to be explained to you. So this is going to be quite interesting for each one of us to understand today. So let's keep that flow in mind. Let's understand that this is going to take us to the next level, and we are going to study about it again and again. We're going to understand it in a better way. So some of the activities, you can even conduct a small survey about companies, demonstrate basic ERP operations, hands-on activities on how like Zoho, CRM, Salesforce, all these factors we are going to study here. Now, the most important thing coming back is our internals. For the first internals, you have unit 1 and 2. For the second internals, you have 3 and 4. That's all is the total paper. For a 30 marks, please ensure that you attend both the internals to secure your 30 marks. And this is very important. Why? Because 90% of the time, your internal marks will boost you to score your external very well. So don't lose out on the 30 marks, and also be present for your Viva, assignment and seminars, which can help you to boost your score in this paper. Followed by the question paper pattern, you will have a 30 marks, 30 marks and a 20 marks. So this is again an 80 marks paper that we are expecting. Let's see if there are going to be any changes at the last moment. But then if it's an 80 marks paper, this is what is going to be the pattern there. Followed by which the books for reference. There's a whole lot of reference book. We are starting with ERP with Alex Leon, and then we have Vinod Kumar Garg and other people. Of course, I would always say that with the advancement of technology, you can learn ERP and CRM online, the modules, what is happening, how things are moving your way. So please use this. This is very, very important for you guys to understand ERP and CRM and take it forward. With this, let me come to the end of this session. I hope and believe that all the facts and figures that are being told about the subject would be of great importance to you, and you would be able to learn it much more better, so that you are able to take it forward and you are able to tell the people how exactly all these things matters. So in the coming sessions, we would be learning in depth about each and every module. Until then, stay tuned, stay blessed, have a great day ahead. Thank you once again for joining me today on this wonderful session.